Hi, my name is Brianna. I'm going to attempt to answer your questions. Um, for the, will you download movies from the internet for free when you come to China in the summer? No, I will not. I use YouTube to watch movies, but that's usually from the companies that actually made the movies. So yeah, I'm not exactly into doing anything that I shouldn't. The question, do you think it's easy for normal Chinese people such as you to live in my country? I have no idea, actually. I I don't know. It's kind of difficult to say because in different places we have different living styles, and I don't know, it's really difficult to say that if you came here you would be able to live easily here. I don't know, you'd have to have a good amount of money and then a job and all that other wonderful fancy stuff there. But I don't know, I guess if you try you can definitely live easily here. For wanting to know why Americans study Chinese so hard, I'm not quite sure what you mean by your question. I think you're asking why we put so much time into studying Chinese. The grammar is extremely difficult. The characters are really hard to memorize. We aren't used to anything like that at all. We're used to having letters and being able to pronounce the word from those letters. Yeah, I don't know. Chinese is really hard. But if you're asking why we think Chinese is so hard, the same reasons. If I could introduce one thing to Chinese people, I have no idea. I'm sorry. I honestly, I don't know where I come from. We don't know much about China or any of that stuff for that matter. We're just, I don't know, we're focused on the people in our community, and in our community we have Mexicans and Latinos, so they get a lot of attention. Let's see here. Is it true that many teenagers there take drugs? Unfortunately, yes. We have huge drug issues where I'm from, at least. I don't know, it's really bad in my opinion. Not every teenager takes drugs, but a lot of them do, unfortunately. Yeah. If your children do something wrong and don't listen to you, how do you educate them? My parents, they scared me into behaving when I was younger. Like, they would ground me and spank me and do all that other stuff, send me to my room and make me go to bed early. So, I don't know, they basically scared me into behaving for the rest of my life, pretty much. I still listen to them and I am in college now. But, as for my sister, I don't know, she misbehaves a little more and she gets away with it more often. A lot of parents here, I feel, they don't really try to get their parents, or not their parents, their children to behave. I don't know. We don't exactly have the greatest family structure anymore, at least where I'm from. What about my lifestyle as to homework? I get a lot of homework. A lot of homework. Actually, I should be doing it now, but I'd rather answer your questions. Did American people always kindly and friendly? Well, if you've met kind and friendly American people, you're lucky. I mean, I'm not saying there aren't a lot of nice people in America, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of people aren't as nice as they could be. Let's see here. What's my opinion about the government joining the war in Libya? I don't like that our government gets so involved in other people's business. I like to think that America has the biggest nose in the world, because it covers the entire world. I don't know. I don't know enough about the whole thing with Libya to actually come up with more of an opinion on that, but I don't like that we get so involved in stuff. I think I missed a question. Maybe not. Okay. Anyway, why do people in our country have guns? I honestly don't know. I don't have a gun. I think there was another question about guns that I might have missed. For that question, I'm pretty sure everyone can have a gun. You just have to have a license for it. And I don't know about every state, because different states have different rules on that. But as far as I know, as long as you have a license, you can carry a gun. Yeah, I did miss that. And then back to the why we have guns, I honestly have no idea. I don't know. I think a lot of people use them when they shouldn't, and people say it's for protection, but I don't know. And then, as for our country being safe, I think people are just paranoid too. Journalists in America having ideas about government and people in China. I have to honestly say that I don't hear much about China where I'm from, so I don't have any bad opinion about China, really. Like, I kind of used to when I was younger, when everyone was always saying that China was communist and it was all bad and everything, but I don't know, I got to a point where I was just like, we don't know that much about them, so how can we say they're terrible? Like, I don't know, I didn't learn enough in order, wow, I can't even speak English right now, I'm sorry. I didn't learn enough about China to get an opinion on how the people are. So, as for the journalists, they're just mean. They don't like anyone. They'll rip on anyone they possibly can. You should see how terribly they attack our movie stars and everything. Seriously, if someone gains 5 pounds, they're too fat. If someone loses 5 pounds, they're too skinny. It's really annoying. I don't like our media. This question kind of scared me a little, actually. When do you think China will overcome America and become the lord of the world? I'm kind of just hoping that we can all live together peacefully at some point. I'm really hoping that you don't mean that China is aggressively going to come and take over America. But yeah, if you mean like China becoming the superpower and like the big guy in the world, the main person, or not person, country, probably soon, like really soon. Especially considering that you guys are having to pull us up out of the mud, which I'm very happy you are doing, thank you. Am I satisfied with the social system as an American person? I don't know, I don't know what you mean by social system. Like, it's probably the right word, I don't know. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't really know. My questions for you guys. How do you think learning English is compared with Chinese? Because, I mean, in Chinese, if you don't know the character, you don't know the character. Like, you can't just pronounce it from the way it's written. Whereas in English, like, you have the alphabet, so you can pronounce it, and then you can, like, go up to someone and be like, hey, I saw this word, what does it mean? Yeah, anyway, what are stereotypes in China about Americans? I'd really like to know. I already asked that. Oh yes. What is the weather like in late May and early June? Because that's when I'll be there, and I'd really like to know what I should pack. And what are your favorite vegetarian dishes? Because I don't like to eat meat, and I just kind of want to know what to look forward to when I get there. Thank you for your time, I guess.